on, everybody? Welcome to episode 64 of our Watford career mode, and today, some big old games. We have got both legs of our semi-final against Monaco in the Europa League, and then a game against Leicester in between. Now, of course, we are trying to reach the Champions League. That is the main goal, and Watford have to get into 4th place or win the Europa League. The other Europa League tie, Villarreal and Lazio, those are some tough teams as well. But we'll take a look at the Premier League, where we are, as we try and find 4th there as well. We've been stuck in 6th for a pretty long time. We do have a game in hand. We're 6 points back of 4th with a game in hand. If we win our game in hand, it'll be 3. We'll be 2 back of Chelsea, 3 back of Tottenham. It's going to be tough. We'll also be 3 back of Liverpool and 4 back of City, so it'll be relatively close. But for the first time in a long time, I'm going to see the winner of the league stick under 100 points since the update, which is, good enough. But we are going to have a very tough run-in. But today, if we can get to the final, and, we'll have a chance at a one-off game that gets us in or, into the Champions League, that'll be absolutely ideal. So Barco is going to play. Actually, you know what? Jonathan David is going to play. Barco's going to come onto the bench. We're going to let Harvey Barnes play, and I think those are the only switches we'll make. Actually, Reguilon can come in at left back. I got to make that switch permanent. I haven't done that yet, but let's jump into it. Watford, Monaco, a big old first leg. We are at home. We need a result. Let's go. Ismaila Sarr's on it. Can we get something forward? We can. Here's Jonathan David. Decore racing forward here. Let me slip this through. It's Jonathan David here. Cuts back outside nicely. And he bursts into space. Jonathan David, can he slip that across? He can. He finds a man. It's blocked. That is a massive block. So that comes back our way. It's a good turn. Can we get that out to Ismaila Sarr? We can. And Ismaila Sarr gets it across, and it's cleared away. And this has had a frantic opening 15 minutes about it. Not too many chances, but everybody's flying into tackles, throwing themselves in front of shots. It's going to be a tight game. Decore. One more. Hernandez. He slipped that out wide. He can. That's a great ball. But this lad right there has gone right through De La Feu. Going to manage to hold on to this without the foul, as that can't quite get to Hernandez. But he gets to it this time. It's a good touch, and it's Decore. In on goal, he's finished it. And on 20 minutes, we lead 1-0. A little bit of luck, but we'll definitely take it, as Decore gets the 1-2 here. It's slapped in here. It's a good touch and a really good back heel. And Decore's just in space. He kept his run up. That's what you want to see from your midfield. And he's finished it off. It's 1-0. Steers it on goal, but easy enough for Rui. We're going back up the other way. It's Harvey Barnes. Back inside. Nicely done. Emre Can. He slip it out there to Hernandez. He can. And Hernandez cuts back inside. Finds Jonathan David, and it's a lovely finish. And it's 2-0 now inside half an hour. And what a 10 minutes we've just shown here. Very much open, but we are the more clinical. It's a good little run in there. And then the pass from Hernandez finds Jonathan David. It's that second run that's really causing Monaco problems. And Jonathan David here making sure the finish is clinical as well. It's 2-0. Emre Can, can he burst into that space? He does well. Hernandez, what a turn from him. Can we get it out wide? We can. Ismaila Sarr's on it here, and he slips it into Decore, who's through on goal again. He keeps his runs up. Decore slips it out. Jonathan David is 3-0 on 35 minutes, and we are blitzing Monaco here. What a 15 minutes. We've had 3 goals, and they've all been really from one end to the other. It's been very clinical counterattacks. Great space. The midfield are making brilliant runs. Decore, of course, his second goal he's been involved in. The second goal for Jonathan David on the day. A tap in, of course, but he once again kept his run up. And it's those runs from midfield really causing huge problems for Monaco. They push everybody forward, and the defense kind of gets left bare with no midfield support. And we're taking incredible advantage of it. It's 3-0 here. Free kick in a decent spot. Militao's going to take this. That's decent football here. Can we get it back out to Harvey Barnes? We can, and Harvey Barnes does well to cut back inside. Finds a man! Oh, what a finish! A brilliant bit of play, and it's his hat trick. Jonathan David with the third of the day, or his third of the day, our fourth. Harvey Barnes doing really, really well there, and that's a thumping finish, isn't it? It comes in, and Harvey Barnes, what a take, finds the pass back here, and that is some finish. That is some finish from Jonathan David, who is just on fire constantly, it seems. No chance for the goalkeeper, and at the moment, if we can just avoid giving up an away goal, we'll be in complete and utter control. If we aren't already, it's 4-0 to be fair. Nice turn inside there by Harvey Barnes. He slips it out to Decore, who's been an absolute monster today. It's lovely stuff. Ismail Yassar here. Can he get to the byline? He can slip it across. It's Jonathan David again. It's his fourth. It's 5-0. 65 minutes gone. Off to the final, surely, as that gets slipped across. It's a lovely, lovely move. It's once again a lovely move. We had a 3-on-3 there, and Decore slipped the ball into Sarr, who loses his man with pace, and then the other center back once again steps up to the ball, misses, and here we are again. It's 5. Harvey Barnes, can he slip that through? He can. Jonathan David, and Jonathan David's going to go near post. That's a really good save. It's come back to him and saved on again. And Jonathan David cannot finish it, but he's finished off 4 today. And we are cruising into the second leg as time continues to run out. Here's McKennie now as he looks to beat his man there. Holds on to it. 3 minutes added on here. Gets it played out wide. Reguilon on it. Can he sneak in by? Does get a little bit lucky. Holds on to it. Reguilon! Oh, he forces a good save. A bit of luck there as that slide came in. He wound up with the ball on the other side. But that should be the final whistle. As that gets clipped forward, the whistle isn't going to go, and we clip it into the box, and that should really do it there. A 5-0 victory, 4 for Jonathan David, who was on fire. He had some brilliant finishes, some tap-ins. His name is undefined. But whatever works, Jonathan David with 4 as we collect a 5-0 win in leg 1. All 13 of our shots were on target. Lazio get a result on the road. It's 2-2 as that goes back to Italy for the final tie against Villarreal. But what a result that is. And now we turn our attention back to the Premier League as we try and fight to get into that top 4 spot. It looks like the teams ahead of us have won, and we're going to need to win again to keep up here. We have 2 games in hand. We can go level with Chelsea, which means Chelsea drop points actually. So with our 2 games in hand, we can go level with Chelsea. But we'll still be 3 back of Tottenham. The problem is catching Tottenham or Liverpool, because one of them needs to drop points as well as us winning out. So it's going to be tough still. But at the moment, you know, we're in a good spot because, Jesus, God, the controller's not moving. We're in a good spot because of where we are in the Europa League. It looks like we're going to have a one-off opportunity against Lazio or Villarreal to go ahead and, you know, grab ourselves a spot in the Champions League next year. But we'll have to see for now. We'll bring Benitez. We'll bring Yangbai onto the bench. Heinrichs can come off. And we'll bring Benitez on. All right, so let's jump into it. Leicester, Watford, another big game. We got to keep winning. Let's go. Nicely played. Here's Keane. And he slips it forward. Grealish is in on goal. It's a nice finish. I thought that might have been saved. It seemed a little bit close to the goalkeeper, but Grealish makes no mistake. And it's 1-0, and Leicester seem to have fallen asleep there. It's nicely played in. A nice little 1-2. He holds on to it, and then Grealish just gets that run up. I'm not sure where the defense was, but we lost him, and it's 1-0. Nice ball forward here. Perez is going to get onto it. Najer is going to chase. He gets it inside here. Nicely done. Good football. It's 1-1. And Leicester pull it back. 18 minutes gone, and we're level again. It's a lovely little break there. They made all the right moves, all the passes, inch perfect. As that one comes inside, and then right there, that touch that slides it across there. Thought we might have gotten in the way, but it's the touch that moves it onto his left foot that loses us, and it has, you know, gives him the space to get that ball into Beretta, who makes no mistake, and it's 1-1. Oh, can't quite get to it. Oh, and Chowdhury does well to take that down, but we do manage to rip it away from him. And Grealish now racing forward, and he finds a good ball out to Keane. Can he get away from the center back? He's been pulled down there. That was a big opportunity. Let's see if we can try and get this in there with De La Feu here. Does manage to have it blocked. Comes back to him, and he turns back inside. And he's bought down in the box. I'm surprised that's not a penalty. But Moise Keane's on it, slips it across. Kent! Oh, what a massive block. That looked like a goal. It's a huge block there. I'm surprised, as I said, that wasn't a penalty. And then we have a massive opportunity that's blocked away. And it seems to have woken this game up just a little bit. De La Feu cuts back inside and is blocked off it. He's going to have another opportunity here. We're going to try and do the same thing again. Try and get it in this corner. De La Feu goes, and what a hit that is, and it just floats over the bar. Nicely done. Grealish slips it forward. Here's Keane. Can we slip it back through to Grealish? We can, and Grealish is in a good spot. And Grealish! Oh, he's put it wide. I thought he clipped it right into that side. Oh, that's a massive opportunity from Grealish, and he just puts it past the post. A big opportunity wasted. Coming forward now. Oh, that's a really good ball across, but semi-dealt with as we clear it right to them. It's 2-1 Leicester. I cannot believe I've done that. Oh, boy. I cannot believe I've done that. We get it there, and we try to play it out. I'm not sure why I'm doing it. And he slips it across, and it's just an easy goal for James Maddison. Now we have 23 minutes. We need 2 goals. This could kill it. Our opportunity at the top 4. This could kill it. De La Feu. Can he slip it back into Dest? He can. And Dest, can he slide it across? He can. It was supposed to go to Keane. It doesn't matter. It's gone to Kent. And we've hit back immediately. And now we're back to where we were 2 minutes ago. Dest does well. Slips it across. Why that's gone all the way across to Kent, I will never know. It should be a tap-in for Keane. But we're level at 2 just like that. 20 minutes to go. And now we're, you know, as I said, back to where we were 2 minutes ago. Nothing's really changed, except I guess we technically have the momentum. I don't know. Same thing as you were from 2 minutes ago. It's a good turn. Moise Keane does well to hold on to it and finds a really good pass to Barco. We slip that out wide. We can. Here's Kent. Does well. Can he find Barco? He can. And Barco can't quite get around Matip, who's a big old wall in there. 3 minutes added on. We need to win the ball back here. Can't quite do it. Can we get in front of Maddison? He's clipped it out wide. Are they really just holding on to it back here? They comfortable with 2-2. Oh, we've won it there. And the game ends. Ugh, 2-2. That may do it. That may do in our chances at the top 4. Ugh, a poor result, really. Not what we needed. Not what we needed. That may have done it. Oh, man. It looks like our way into the Champions League is going to come via the Europa League. Doesn't it? It does look that way. We're going to go forward to that Thursday game and see what everything looks like. We have Chelsea to come. I mean, let's look. Standings. I cannot believe we've drawn that game. Twice we've drawn that game 2-2, which is, it is rather annoying. Let's go to the Premier League. There we sit in 6th. A win would put us on 79. We're going to be 5 back of Tottenham with 2 games to go. If Tottenham win their next game, We're done. That is a shame, isn't it? An absolute shame. That looks to have killed off our chances, hasn't it? Unbelievable. But let's get into the second leg here against Monaco. We obviously cannot collapse now, as our chances at going ahead and getting through are pretty much dead. We will have to go ahead and make sure we get through this game here. So let's jump right on into it. We're going to make a couple of changes. Reguilon, we'll put Jonathan David on the bench just in case. Now let's jump right on into it. Monaco, Watford. Let's go. Joe Gomez. Decore. Racing forward now. He slips it into Kana. And Kana, can he slip it across? He can. Hernandez, there it is. That should do it. 20 minutes. It's 1-0 on the day. 6-0 on an aggregate. We have an away goal as well. Monaco needs 7. And that should really kill off this tie. I'm not going to bug you with how the rest of this tie goes. I'm only going to show the goals really from here on in because we have just sealed this. This is it. 7 goals they'll need. I can try and let them have 7, and they probably won't score 7. 6-0 on an aggregate. 21 minutes gone. Nicely done. Barco in space. Great finish. It's a lovely ball to Barco. Barco finishes it off. 2-0 on the day. What more can you say? It's a really good ball here from Hernandez. Slips it right around that defender's leg, and that is some finish from Barco. Right-footed to get it across goal. Toe pokes it, really. And it just goes over the defender's legs, or the goalkeeper's leg, and into the back of the net. 2-0. 7-0 on aggregate. Nice turn. Ismail Sarr racing forward here. Ismail Sarr in a good spot. That's a penalty. Surely it is. And a start to the second half. He's been brought down. Bartra with the tackle. And it's going to be a penalty. Can we put this into the back of the net? Jesus, this flies all over the place. I hate it. Hernandez to take. And he does take it. No chance. 3-0. Monaco need this over. We would like it to be over, frankly. We are killing Monaco. This is easily our biggest aggregate win by a long margin, and it comes in the semifinal, just like the FA Cup semifinal, a 4-0. And then we, draw games with Leicester 2-2 and things, and everything just goes back to hell. We have some, we have stretches where we tear teams apart, and then we have really crappy results that kind of bring us down, and we're going to finish in 6th or 5th or 6th in the Premier League. And, some of the results we have sometimes are outlandish, like this one. Can't quite get the tackle on there. Oh, he's in space. Golovin! He's finished it. And I'm a long time there. 156 minutes or so of clean sheet against Monaco, and they grab one back. It's 8-1 on aggregate, 3-1 on the day. We're still going to go right through, but defensively, not what we want to see. We got a huge touch on that. A bit lucky to come to him, and then 2 of them there for 1 center back. Golovin makes no mistake. Fires it home. 3-1 on the day. Out wide here. Hernandez. Back to Barco. Brilliantly done. And back to Hernandez. Brilliant football. And it's a great finish from Hernandez. It's 4-1. We could have played one more pass out. That pass, or that set of passes, were beautiful. Lovely stuff. It's a 4th on the day. Monaco cannot wait to see the back of us. Barco and Hernandez playing lovely football with one another. And he's just finished it off. It's 4-1 on the day. 9-1 on aggregate. And Monaco never want to see us, frankly, ever again, I would think. Oh, nicely done in there by Onyekuru. Onyekuru does well to hold on, gets it across, but that is going to be game over. And tie over 9-1 on aggregate through over Monaco. It's absurd. Hernandez grabbing the match ball. Once again, name undefined, but The play on the pitch is not undefined. A hat trick for the man up front. Lovely, lovely stuff. And that while that tie was over going into it, we have done them in again, Monaco. And Lazio beat out Villarreal, and they're going to go through 4-3 on aggregate. And we are going to have the Italian team in the final. Lazio are no joke. They are a proper good team. It is going to be a real battle. There's some really good players over there at Lazio. I don't know how many of them are still there, but it's going to be a tough one. We're going to skip through to this Sunday. Are we going to... We might not be able to catch them even before that game there. Oh, we are going to be able to play them here. So we're 8 points back with 1 game in hand. Theoretically 5. I'm going to have the next episode is going to be us trying to go ahead and get to that. See if we can, perform a miracle and get into 4th. That may just be 1 game, 2 games, depending on what happens to Tottenham. If we win and they win, we can't catch them. If they win any of their last 2 games, we're not going to be able to catch them. The thing is, with Chelsea, we can skip them by, but, whatever may happen. We have 2 games in hand on City. Theoretically, we could be 3 back and still catch City. There's a lot to go on. We'll discuss it next episode, but we are going to try there. That, as I said, may end up being 1 or 2 or 3 games. It could be a variety of either. But then after that, we have the 2 finals, guys. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.